Hi everyone. Today I will be talking about a very important but often ignored issue in Indian economy, that is jobless growth. Let's start with a simple question. If a country's economy is growing fast, does it always mean more jobs are being created? Surprisingly, the answer is no. India is one of the largest and fastest growing economy in the world, with a GDP growth rate around 6.5 to 7 in recent years. But at the same time, many people, especially the youth, are still struggling to find a stable and high paying job. This situation is known as jobless growth. Jobless growth refers to a condition where the economy grows but the employment does not grow at the same pace. Now let's understand this situation more deeply. India's unemployment rate appears to be around 5 to 6% in recent data. But this number does not show the full picture. Why? Because the large number of people are underemployed, meaning they are working but not in the job that match their skills and provide enough income. In fact, one estimate suggests that over 60% of the people in India faces underemployment. Also, studies shows that employment growth has slowed down significantly. For example, while India's economy has been growing at 5 to 8% annually, job growth has been around 1% per year. This clearly shows a gap between economic growth and job creation. Now the question is, why is this happening? There are several reasons. The first is growth in India is happening mainly because of the capital intensive sectors like technology and automation. These sectors generate high outputs, but they do not create many jobs. Second, there is a skill mismatch. Many graduates do not have a practical skills required by the industries. Third, India's manufacturing sector, which usually creates large scale employment, is still underdeveloped. In fact, India's share in the global manufacturing export is only 1.8, limiting the job opportunities. Fourth, automation and AI are replacing human labor in many industries. Now, let's look at the impact of the jobless growth. First, it leads to the youth frustration and rising unemployment among the educated people. In some estimates, youth unemployment has reached extremely high level, even up to 30 to 40% in certain groups. Second, it increases the income inequality where a small section benefits from the growth while many other people are left behind. Third, it leads to wastage of demographic dividend. India has one of the youngest population in the world. But if this youth does not get job, instead of becoming an advantage, it becomes a burden. So what can we do to solve the problem? We can solve it into four parts. First, India need to focus on labor intensive sector like manufacturing, textile, MSMEs, etc. Second, there is a need for skill development program that focuses on practical and industrial relevant skills. Third, the government should promote startup and entrepreneurship so that people can create job instead of seeking them. Fourth, improving the education quality is essential to bridge the gap between the skill required and skill available. Now let's talk about the timeline. In the short term, within 1 to 2 years, we can improve the skill training and support small businesses. In medium terms, like over 3 to 5 years, India must expand its manufacturing base. And in long term, over 5 to 10 years, structural reforms in education, employment policies are needed. However, there are also some challenges. There are also policy implementations, lack of infrastructure, resistance to change, and all of these challenges should be overcome so that this biggest problem of India can be solved. Thank you.